I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner DeeAs. Today, we get you game day ready with a doubleheader of delicious ideas for your next party platter. Chicken Marsala, but made with meatballs. And to level up your hosting skills, a simple smoked salmon salad. Today's guest in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen is my friend Chef Cliff Barcy. But don't let the calm demeanor fool you. When he brings chefs together, there's always a fight, but not just yet, my friend. Bring it in. Get over here. I am so happy to see you here.
It's great being here.
I am so happy for this one here because Chef Cliff is with local nonprofit Metropolitan Ministries, whose annual fundraiser is the Tampa Bay Food Fight, being held this year, February 11th at Amalie Arena, where top chefs from Tampa and St. Pete head into battle to determine which side of the bridge is the best. And since we're in sports mode, Chef Cliff is here to share 2 recipes you can make if your house is playing host for the next big game. In a moment, we take chicken marsala, but make it bite-sized. And then later, we're going to be elevating the whole event with a smoked salmon salad. But you had me intrigued with chicken marsala meatballs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Metropolitan Ministries has a for-profit catering business, and we did a lot of chicken marsala, and they wanted it for past appetizers. So I'm like, well, let's try a chicken meatball with marsala sauce.
Innovative right there,
Yes.
my friend. All right, so how do we get started?
Well, we get started. We're going to add some of this. We have the ground chicken.
Okay.
You can get that pretty much anywhere. We got the ricotta cheese. Now, the ricotta cheese is the important part because there's not a lot of fat in chicken.
Yeah.
So you need to add fat to it.
Okay.
And so this adds fat and flavor.
Love it.
And then we're going to add some panko breadcrumbs.
Okay. And unseasoned panko breadcrumbs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Some salt.
Very nice.
It's not coming out. There we go. Some pepper and some granulated garlic.
Granulated
not garlic,
garlic
powder, but granulated garlic.
You like the granulated garlic. Why do you like granulated garlic instead of, say, garlic powder or even garlic salt that some might be thinking, like, I've got that in
You
the
can if you want to cut back, you know, the salt in the recipe.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have, so I thought for fun we'd have a little contest now.
Okay.
Okay. So it only takes 1 egg, but whichever egg has the least amount of shells in it wins. What did you do?
Did you give me a rubber egg? You gave me a hard-boiled. You cheated, dude. You totally cheated.
Uh-oh, I got a shell in there.
Yeah, see, exactly. Karma came back and got him. Karma came back and got him.
All right.
All right, very cool.
Egg goes in.
The egg goes in, all in, okay.
We got to put some gloves on here to mix this up.
Okay, I got to clean the service area here.
You got to cut some parsley.
All right, so you want me to
a little Italian parsley.
Get some nice Italian parsley here.
Cut that up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my gloves on. Look at you. See, you got knife skills there, my friend.
I've had some fun. I've been waiting for this moment to be in the kitchen with you for years.
I know.
So I figured I should bring some level of skill because
You've come to Metro and volunteered in the kitchen. You got some skill we saw. So.
Well, you got a great mission that it's easy to get behind.
Yeah, well, it's the best job I ever had, man. For sure. That looks good enough.
That's good?
Just throw that in there. And then you may want to get some
gloves myself?
gloves on because we got to make meatballs out of this.
Okay.
So,
now, for those that might not know about Metropolitan Ministries, what do y'all do?
we serve 3,000 homeless a day. We house 175 families on 2 campuses.
Wow.
And we just help people become self-sufficient. We job train. That's what we're raising at the food fight. So we job train and help them become self-sufficient and just help them reach their future and goals in their life. And it's just they just need someone to help them get there.
I love it.
So so we're gonna do 20 meatballs.
20 meatballs.
So
okay.
we gotta make I think 5 out of each of these.
Okay.
So it's easier to just kind of split it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're not huge meatballs. Just gonna roll them up.
Okay, so you go
Put 'em on
straight
the
in. You
pan.
just like to do nice little balls here. So no ice cream scoop. Just kind of, you already know exactly what you need to do, how to do that piece, it looks like.
Yeah, I made a few of these.
You made a few meatballs before. Because you use this also for catering.
Yes, we do. We do a lot of high-end catering. People like a ministry does, a shelter, does high-end catering. Yeah, I have 5 excellent chefs that work for me, and we do some big events.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so.
To grab Chef Cliff's recipe for his chicken meatballs and Marsala sauce and the smoked salmon salad that we're making later, go to DinnerDeeAs.com. Use your phone to find us even faster by opening the camera app and pointing it at your TV, and make sure the little black and white square there in the corner is in frame and in focus, and when your camera sees it, a link to us will appear on your phone.
All right.
Oh, this is fun.
Easy to do, and you can freeze these.
Yeah, it's like I was
You
just
can
gonna say,
freeze
like
them.
this is something like you could do in advance and have ready to go.
And we're putting Marsala sauce on it today, but you can do, and we're also going to do it as an entree, where you can put it over pasta.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. But we can also do like a pesto cream sauce would be great.
Okay.
Which is simple. It's just heavy cream reduced with pesto in it. Is that one for you?
That one's like I kind of have a big bite today. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good one, man. You kind of got me excited with all the different ways that you could enjoy this, and I'm like,
Yeah, and then-
whoa, all right, cool.
then-
Like I kind of want like like maybe like a sub out of it. I don't know, like a nice little.
Yeah, you could do a sub out of it. You could put regular tomato sauce on it if you want. So whatever. It's the chicken gets really dry. So when we throw this in the oven, we don't want these like crispy meatballs. We want to add
Okay.
chicken stock to it,
Okay.
and it'll just steam them.
Will they fall apart though because of
No.
adding the moisture?
The egg.
The egg's gonna still
hold
bind it together.
Yeah, and the panko.
Okay.
So we'll do that, and then you take another sheet, goes over the top, so you kind of steam them. You don't want them
So
brown.
you're steaming in that way, so that way
Yeah.
then you're just creating that nice little barrier. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next with these?
Oven.
The oven.
You can open it for me?
I will certainly add it.
We have it on 375 all ready to go.
Perfect.
And you're gonna cook them to 160.
So 160 degrees, because while our meatballs meet their fate over in the oven, getting to that 160, we're taking a break. When we come back, an easy recipe for Marsala sauce that will be ready before the meatballs get done. Ahead on Dinner Deeas. Welcome back to Dinner Deeas. You all know I'm a lover, not a fighter. But today I'm making an exception to welcome Chef Cliff Varsi, here to tell us more about the Ultimate Chef Showdown 2025's Tampa Bay Food Fight being held February 11th to benefit local nonprofit Metropolitan Ministries. And while he's here, he's also whipping up a little something that you could make if you're hosting friends or family for the big game this weekend. Chicken meatballs and Marsala sauce, plus a smoked salmon salad. Before the break, we made our meatballs, combining ground chicken with ricotta cheese, panko breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, granulated garlic, egg, not hard boiled too, by the way, okay, that was a first, and a little parsley. Then made them into meatballs and got them onto a lined sheet pan, adding some chicken stock to the pan and covering it with another pan to help them steam while they're in the oven, which now gives us the fun part. We're making sauce.
We're making sauce for the Marsala. So it's a classic Marsala sauce. We're gonna throw some butter in here, kind of preheat at this pan, so I don't make sure it's too hot. It's good.
Very nice.
Let that melt, and then you can throw the mushrooms in,
Okay.
and we're gonna start sauteing that.
Now, any kind of particular mushrooms that you like for this recipe?
I use the little baby bell
Okay.
mushrooms. You can buy them sliced, you can slice them yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever looks good.
Okay.
You can use any mushrooms you want, though.
We're going all in?
All in.
Okay.
That's like a pound of mushrooms there.
And these are going to cook down. All that moisture is going to be
yeah.
released.
Oh, yeah. We're going to cook that up. We salt and pepper the sauce at the end for taste, but, when you're cooking something, you should always add a little salt and pepper into
You
it.
got to do that as you go along.
So we'll add
right.
that in. So this is the same as you would make chicken marsala.
Okay.
So you take your chicken breasts, you would saute them in the butter, season them, saute them in the butter, get them browned off, then remove them, then add your mushrooms, make the sauce, and then add them back into the sauce just to make sure you get the right
Making
temp.
sure. Okay.
Yeah. So, oh, look at you. Wow, he's got game.
Well, I mean, you lead all of the games, so I mean, come on now. You bring together some of the absolute best chefs in all of Tampa Bay to compete for the title of bragging rights. I mean, what are we all getting together for?
The money at the food fight is raised for job training, because that's an important part of what we do. Is we help take people that don't have the training and give them a job training, something they have a passion in.
Yeah.
Culinary arts is one of them, but we have quite a few. And then we get them a job too, you know. And these chefs from the culinary students, these chefs, they just love to hire these students because they have a passion. They want to learn. You know, that's what the biggest complaint is. They're like, we hire employees and they just don't have that passion that I had when I was young.
And you get to see it through. And
yeah. So, but it's fun. It's a fun event. A lot of good food.
What should
good
someone
drinks.
be anticipating with that type of a night?
Don't eat all day.
Yeah.
And take an Uber home.
And take an Uber. Okay, so it's the best of both worlds then.
Yes.
For good food, good drink, good cause.
Yes. We're gonna add a little garlic in here now. We don't want to cook this too long. I guess that's not a little garlic, but you know, I'm Italian.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're Italian,
yeah,
so
that's, you know, I put it on my cereal, so we're good. Look at you, I am impressed.
I love the smells right now.
Oh my gosh, that is smelling good.
Because there is something about when garlic hits a pan, it just gets you.
So garlic and wine, that's what we do.
I mean, don't those just go well together?
Yeah.
You said you're Italian. I mean, like that's like
Yeah.
part of like the whole thing. Garlic and wine. Yeah, that is a wine right there.
Yeah, so we're gonna put some Marsala in there.
So that's a Marsala wine. That's a specific
sweet
that's
Marsala.
a sweet
This
Marsala.
is dry Marsala too.
Okay.
So you got to make sure you get sweet Marsala. We're gonna pull that off, especially if you have a gas stove. You definitely want to pull it away.
You know, for folks at home, why is that so important?
Because it'll flame up on you, and you'll get, you know,
Safety first, folks. Safety
a
first
nice
always.
facial.
To grab Chef
And it'll
Cliff's
be
Chicken
hot.
Marsala meatball recipe, head to dinnerdeas.com to download it and watch the show anytime you want. Just scan the QR code to find us. So what are we looking here now for?
We're just reducing it because we want to intensify the flavor of the Marsala.
Okay.
And we don't want the alcohol in there. Really, it just ruins the taste of the food.
Very good.
All right, so we're getting there. We're going to go ahead and add the heavy cream. And just keep mixing that up if you want. And then we will let it reduce.
This is going to bring a nice velvetiness behind it too.
Oh man.
Oh, come
yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm ready.
This is definitely a low-calorie treat.
Ooh, but oh so delicious. Because while the sauce is nearly done and the meatballs nearly ready, we're taking a break. When we come back, we class up the joint with a smoked salmon salad served in cups made from cucumbers. We'll show you how to make them. Ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. Chef Cliff Barcia is with us today, sharing recipes perfect for the big game this weekend. Whether you want to impress at a potluck or be the host with the most, bringing the best snacks on the street. We're making chicken marsala meatballs, and in a moment, a smoked salmon salad. Chef Cliff is with local nonprofit Metropolitan Ministries. He's also here to preview next week's Chef Showdown, the Tampa Bay food fight being held at Amley Arena on February 11th. Before the break, we made our Marsala sauce, melting butter and cooking up mushrooms, garlic, adding Marsala wine, and you said it had to be sweet, not dry for that one. It's got to be sweet. Letting it all reduce, then adding heavy cream and a little salt and pepper.
Sauce is ready. We're going to mix them up.
Nice. So now they can just take on a little bit more flavor.
Yep.
Get that nice, beautiful coating. I will monitor these because what do we need to do next?
All right, and then you're gonna, once you get those mixed up, add the pasta in and just toss it.
And that's going straight into?
Yeah, just go ahead, tongs. So we're gonna make the smoked salmon salad. So you get the smoked salmon. I buy mine at Trader Joe's.
Okay.
It's a 6-ounce portion. It's really good.
But
other grocery stores
won't be
have
able
it.
to smoke their own salmon, is what you're
No,
saying?
no, I don't even smoke my own salmon anymore.
Okay.
So
Anymore. Okay.
anymore, yeah. So all the other ingredients are in this bowl.
Very good. So what do you have in the bowl right now?
We got mayonnaise, red onions, capers, smoked paprika,
And what's in the middle there? You got the
And
mayonnaise,
some
you say?
Old Bay.
And a
some
little Old Bay too on top
yeah.
of that mayo. Okay.
No salt and pepper because the salmon usually salty enough, and the capers.
That nice little burst of flavor. I love
Yeah.
capers. You like capers?
Oh, I love capers. So that's all of it.
Okay.
Now we're gonna mix it all up.
And that was it. Simple.
Simple, and you can make this, oh, I forgot a little bit of sriracha.
Okay. All right. You like the
Yeah.
sriracha. Now, someone at home didn't want sriracha. Do they have to have the sriracha?
Nope.
No.
No, everything. I always tell people that make the recipe the way it's written the first time.
Okay.
And then make adjustments.
I think that's a good way of thinking.
Yeah.
It's a baseline. Because then you know where to kind of detour from.
I don't want to throw my wife under the bus, but she.
Please don't.
I had to tell her that. I go, yeah, you adjust it after the first time.
Okay.
But
She's a recipe cook. She likes to follow the recipe
yes,
to the T.
well now she does.
Now she. Oh, okay.
But then she gets creative, and her creativity is great. It's just sometimes you got to make the recipe the way it was done.
All right.
So
and now you look creative over here with what do you got going over here?
these
'Cause
are the
like,
cucumber cups.
I see like cool
And I'm going
tools.
to
I see
show you
like-
how to make it, but I got to get my gloves off because my hands are all covered in salmon. And you don't have to use your hands to do it. You can just use a spoon, but
Like,
us chefs,
that
we
is
use our hands.
the perfect vessel for a party. So what do we got here? What do we?
So
what are we
this
doing?
is a channel knife.
Okay.
And you just run it down the cucumber
Okay.
like so.
All right.
And it just cuts a channel in it. You
I
can
love
do
it.
it. You do it like lemons, limes. You want to make them fancier.
Okay.
And then we take the knife that I thought I had. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
I think someone hid that on me. And then you just cut it like an inch.
I love it.
And you take a little melon
Nice little
baller.
melon baller there. Okay.
Yeah. And then you just take it out.
All right. So you're not going deep enough that you're exposing it. You have
Right.
a base for everything to just spoon right into it.
So it's a little cup. You can stuff them with anything.
I love that.
You might want to salt and pepper a little bit, but this is so salty, we're not going to do it.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect because to
Move
make
that over.
this or the chicken marsala meatballs for your big game gathering or just for dinner, grab the recipe for all of it at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code down there to find us. All right, so it looks like you got one thing kind of plated up. You ready to plate the rest?
And then like the meatballs, you can get a nice, you can take the sauce and blend it so
Okay.
the mushrooms are all mixed in if you're doing it for like an appetizer, but you can also just skewer the meatballs.
Nice.
Like so.
Nice, that's easy.
And they're just one bites. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Now I'll let you plate that up.
Okay.
Just get some pasta on there and then put your meatballs around.
Okay.
There you go, chef. A little spin. Look at that.
Bring that together a little bit. We'll spin it around.
I'm telling you, you need to volunteer in our kitchen more.
I really need to because I'll tell you, every time I do, I have a lot of fun because you got an incredible team out there. I mean, is Alice still in the back?
Alice, she's your
Yeah?
biggest. I got to shout out to Alice. She's your biggest fan. She was so excited when she heard I was on this show. She's our kitchen manager at
Is that you?
Metropolitan Ministries.
There's Alice right there.
Yeah, and she was one of our first culinary students. So very excited. She watches you every day. She tapes it and comes home and watches
Alice,
you.
thank you.
I don't-
That really
to
means a lot
me,
to
that
me.
would sound like a penance to have to do, but
It means the absolute world. It means
it
the
does.
absolute world. So thank you
She's
very
the
much.
nicest person
She's
around.
an absolutely incredible
Yes.
person because also to everybody else, if you're not feeling chicken meatball for your dinner tonight, we have more meatball recipes at dinnerdeas.com, including the oven-baked meatball salad from Deborah Ogston of OG Restaurant, which is where Teresa did for her dinner. Hi, Teresa. She's watching us in St. Pete. She emailed dinnerdeas@fox.com to tell us, I made these meatballs twice now, and we really love them. And that dressing that goes along with it, awesome. I watch your show all the time, and if I can't watch it, I record it. I love getting new recipe ideas. Teresa, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for trying those recipes, because now you got a third meatball to try. I mean,
There you go.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, perfect, because when we come back, we call a truce in the food fight to taste what we've been making ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. My guest today has been Chef Cliff Abarcy, Vice President of Social Enterprise and Food Services at Metropolitan Ministries. And he's been making two great game day dishes, chicken marsala meatballs and a smoked salmon salad. My friend, where are we going first?
We got to go for the hot food, the meatballs.
Okay.
We're going to try the meatballs first.
You know what? This one's been calling my name with like the
Calling your
mushroom that's
name.
right on top there.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know, most chicken, like a chicken burger and that, they're really real firm and dry. These
Wow.
things kind of melt in your mouth.
they really do. And you know what? It was because of that layer of liquid. Steaming it.
Yeah, we're
bringing it-
steaming it, yeah.
Now, we've got it like, you know, the whole fanciness over
Yeah,
here.
This is going to be a mess.
This is it. Do we have to have pinky out? Are we doing this very proper? Like, what do we just go straight in?
I don't think we're
Cannonball?
going to throw the whole thing in our mouth.
I don't think I can either. So I'm gonna go. I am gonna keep the pinky out for that one.
I'm going to have the napkin ready.
Wow,
Good.
there's a lot of flavor happening
Yeah.
there. And it's
And if you're like watching your weight in that, you can cut back on the mayonnaise. You know, you don't need to. You can do a little less.
I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. And if someone didn't want to have fish, you could do it with like a nice chicken, shred some chicken into what it sounds like
Sure.
too, and just
Yep.
have a little bit of versatility.
Excellent.
Oh, that's awesome, my friend. Thank you again to you for being over here. This has
Thank
been
you.
an absolute blast.
And thank you for everything Fox does for Meatballs and Ministries. You guys are awesome.
Thanks again to Chef Cliff. Grab his recipes for these dishes at dinnerdeas.com, where we also have a link to get tickets for Metropolitan Ministries annual food fight fundraiser, February 11th at Hanley Arena. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more ideas for dinner, or as we call them, Dinner Dias.